Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am back in the building for another podcast. This is episode 104 of the No News, Just Facts podcast. I'm back up in here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We back up and start off with manifesting. Like, what is manifest? Social media all the time, and just like, there's so many people out there that like have what we all have a dream to be, like a certain figure that represents a certain genre that we like, you know, certain genre, whether it be entertainment, whether it be so we use our time to manifest ourselves or imagine ourselves in that, you know, desire in, right? And then obsession of wanting, needing are all like valid. What matters is how you think about it. If you always think you're not going to be where you want to be by a certain time, then you're always going to be thinking like that, and you're always going to be living like a low-hanging fruit, right? And then it's like letting go. It doesn't mean loaded from your basket of things, because it's like, how are you ever going to be better if you don't know when to let things go, you know? And then overcomplicating, and it's like, am I doing it right? You know, manifesting isn't about like overcomplicating things. That's how you confuse yourself. That's how you exact plan of action. You just have to have action. It's like, don't stress about doing it right or doing it wrong. Like, do what feels natural. Do what feels like pertaining to whatever your goal is to get to where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? Affirmations are like really powerful. They're thoughts, and thoughts create reality. Thoughts are having positive emotions and positive thoughts can take you so far in life. You don't need to believe affirmations fully. Just keep thinking them in a consistent way, you know? And if you always think positive, you're always going to have a positive outcome. And if you think negatively, like, let's just say something bad happens to you, and that's a trick of evil. If you never get yourself out of a hole that has been dug for you by evil, then you're going to stay there. You're going to be stuck forever, you know? Mandatory. You don't need to feel anything specific. Belief isn't a I think manifestation has a lot to do with faith, because, you know, faith is believing even when you don't feel it, even when you don't see it. You know, that's the beauty of it. Certain figures help a lot, you know. certain self-help books, certain people. I'm not really going to name them. I think you can do your Googles and searches and find that yourself. Higher self, appointing hours, and letting go. It's okay. The concept of an appointed hour isn't fixed. Manifestations can come at any time. Letting go means releasing doubts and fears, not needs and desires. Manifestation is about simplicity. Thoughts and beliefs, they shape your reality. So just everything like that. I came across something that had to do with like Oreos. Isn't that crazy? Oreos. Well, I don't know. Well, if you don't know, I'm gonna run down the history of Oreos. Oreos have gained iconic status, in the 20th century culture since about the time that they were brought into offers versatile enjoyment. Oreos can be eaten as it is, used with milk, or incorporated with various desserts. The history of Oreos traces back to the National Biscuit Company, like I just said, resembling a cookie Hydrox from Sunshine Biscuits Company. Despite similarities, Oreo's popularity surpassed Hydrox's, leading to its patent filling in 1913. Now we're about to break it down. The design features the word Oreo surrounded by an oval double crossed, or an oval double cross lines and flower shape. The oval and double cross lines comprise the Cross of Lorraine, used in the First Crusade by Knights and Templar. 4 petaled flowers resemble the cross petite worn by Knights Templar for identification. So I'm from like medieval times from what I'm reading here. The arrangement of dots forms a 5-pointed star, a symbol present in Masonic bodies. Now that sounds a little scary, right? Let me read it one more time. Bodies. What else has a 5-pointed star? I can think of a lot of things. When I think of 5-pointed star, I think of like a gang or something like that, like something with a gang. 5-pointed. Continue on. The potential meanings behind the Oreo design extended to religion, patriotism, and personal. Hebrew meaning of or and o suggests connections to light, dawn, and morning. The biblical reference of Jesus as the bright morning star adds a layer of intrigue. Okay, whoa. So now it starts to come together. The arrangement of the 5-pointed star, a symbol present in Masonic bodies, right? And then the person who invented the design was also rumored to be a Freemason. Nabisco has not officially explained or denied the design symbol. I'm sure they may never come out and say what the design really means. They just want y'all to keep buying the cookie. They want y'all to keep buying the cookie. I mean, I think it goes back to they boycotted the Aunt Jemima logo because of its roots to slavery and everything like that. And then I believe they did the same thing with what is it called? Land O'Lakes butter. There's as far as food goes with it. Like all of our food, all of the foods here in America, I feel like if it's not Uncle Ben's, then it's Aunt Jemima. If it ain't Aunt Jemima, it's the Land O'Lakes butter. If it's not the Land O'Lakes butter, I've always wondered who is that person on the Quaker Oats box? Like, is it Ben Franklin or whatever, or is it somebody else? But they're There are things like that, you know, you never really know unless you go start digging, like just to find out what it actually means. Um, okay, it says here the secrecy surrounding Oreo's design adds to its mystique and allure. Whether by coincidence or by design, Oreo carries potential hidden meanings. If Nabisco came out and actually explained what it meant, I think that would shy people away from buying their cookies and ultimately result in people not buying cookies, you know, buying cookies and, you know, something will be exposed. I mean, this learning about the fact that the person who designed it is rumored to be a Freemason is enough for me. Like, whoa. And I actually like Oreos. It's crazy. Like, what else is a secret? Right? Like, what else? What else is a secret? Like, is there a controversy with Chips Ahoy? Like, what happened with Chips Ahoy? You know what I'm saying? Nutter butter. You know, like what? What else is there? Like, there's more. There has to be more. There has to be more things like that. Like, on food that had to do with like with that. You know what I'm saying? And then when I was looking at food, I started to think like maybe I could like get into like, you know, like soda. When I was coming up, I used to drink. I used to drink soda because I was drinking a lot of soda. You know, soda in America, and then you start to get into like the thing of like soda in America versus like other countries. Way more sugar. Soda from like Mexico or soda from like divs, more sugar, but the sugar is like natural sugar. It's not like what we do here in America, where it's like mad additives plus the sugar on top of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like soda, of course, is a health hazard. But 10 years ago, you wouldn't have known that unless you got on the internet to find out. If you drink a lot of it, you know, because too much of something, of course, can cause you to, you know, develop symptoms, which can take you to the doctor. And you know how the whole thing between food, like nothing, no food is safe. Not even vegan food, organic food, not even food that grows from the ground, bro. Because there's something in the seeds that you're planting in the ground that is gonna cause something to happen. It's like you can eat as good as you want to eat, and then it's like you're still gonna end up going to the doctor. And then the doctor is still going to determine something, and then it's going to it's people who stay going to the doctor. It could be something as simple as you passing out because it's hot outside, and that person who passes out because it's too hot outside is going to go to the doctor, and then they go to the doctor for back to soda. So soda is widely criticized for its adverse health effects, including contributing to obesity, diabetes, heart disease, and dental problems. High sugar content in soda can lead to weight gain and increased risk of metabolic disorders. Regular consumption of sugary beverages can lead to insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. Acidic nature of soda erodes tooth enamel, causing dental decay and cavities. Artificial can cause you to get all these things, you know? And then even taking that even further, I remember when and it was on Netflix. And it's literally just telling you like, hey, all the food you eat, all the food that you like from the grocery store to fast food, it's all bad for you. More on like the food in grocery stores, and then you start to like understand more about the fact that like whether it be frozen food or even like we could be talking about like regular cereal. Like I've seen stuff on cereal, there's like I don't know, like clean, like stuff you use in your car that your kids eat. Like it's like there's more than one way to skin a cat, and there's more than one way to like unalive people here in America. I've noticed that. Obviously, if you didn't know, America is a business, and anything that I hear about when it comes to like food and get treatment like that's the key word when you go to a doctor. It's treatment. They don't have cures to heal you. They have treatment. Treatment. Like, so just remember that whenever nice bag of chips, I mean, we're all guilty of it. Even myself. I mean, I have no room to talk at all. Fruit that I like frozen fruit. I like using frozen fruit. Come to find out, frozen fruit has something in it that does something. It's like that you can get in the store. Like, I'm damned. What do we eat? Do we eat air? Do I eat air? Or I can't even drink water. Can't even enjoy a nice bottle of water. Can't even enjoy spring water, bro. I like spring water. Can't even enjoy that. I think I seen something early on TikTok that had to do with toilet paper and how toilet paper is linked to cancer. Like, bro, even toilet paper? Something from that? Like, it's like I don't even know anymore, man. I don't even understand. I don't know anymore. I don't get it. I don't understand, bro. Like where we go? Where is this place called America going as a country? If everything we consume, everything we rub on our to our body can give us cancer. I don't get it. I don't understand, man. I don't get it, but still continue prioritizing financial gains over public health. Soda sales generate significant revenue for these corporations, making it challenging to shift away from production. Powerful marketing campaigns create brand loyalty and policies related to sugar consumption. Developing countries are targeted by soda companies as potential growth markets despite health concerns, right? So, getting into the excessive sugar intake leads to insulin, or type 2 diabetes, yada, yada, yada. Artificial sweeteners used in diet soda. Can you believe it? Somebody can't even enjoy a diet soda. And metabolic disruption. Caffeine in some sodas can lead to addiction, disrupted sleep, and increased heart rate. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. It's interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But I mean, just think about that next time you want to take a soda. I mean, I'm sure everybody is really lobbying for like a fast food restaurant, like, because that's pretty much what it is. It's just the what's it called? It's just the syrup, you know. But like being addicted to soda, like it's so hard to quit. I'm whatever that caused me to have to like start drinking more water when I was let me see, when I was I want to say from the time I was like in middle school. Doctors started telling me like drink the culture I come from, you know, Nigerian people, it's either like there's no part of my culture that doesn't have a link to like Coca-Cola or Sprite, you know. Force myself to go in my life for years and years and years just because like I had to follow the regiment that I was given to drink more water. And by the time I actually went and actually had another soda for like, I didn't have another soda for like years. So imagine the first time drinking a soda when you haven't been drinking soda at all, and all you taste is carbonated water. Like you literally taste the ingredients one by one. That's just what I think. even if it's just like a thing where you're just cheating and drinking soda, right? But yeah, let me move on, man. Let me move on. So, first thing I want to talk about is let me see here. This is the first thing I'm gonna talk about. If I could like get it up here. Y'all just give me a second. Why is it? Okay, so I don't know why it's coming up like that. But let me see here. Get this going. Swear I had this up correct. See here. So 381,000 in CV-19 relief funds on a Bentley and a luxury apartment, sentenced to 3.5 years. Isn't that just crazy? 3.5 years. Ain't people who run it, aren't people who did like the CV-19 scams doing like 10-year bids? That can't be right, can it? Guilty to wire fraud and other charges. And other charges were dropped. Really? She obtained over 380,000 from Paycheck Protection Program and economic injury disaster loans. It's crazy. Funds were running a luxury apartment, cosmetic dermatology procedures, and designer shoes. So not only did she get a Bentley and renting a luxury apartment off of PPP and CV-19, and dang, she got BBL stuff done. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. Wow. 1,000 in restitution. Jesus Christ. Scheme lasted from April 20th to April 2022. Rendon submitted false loan applications, manipulated employee information, and dispersed funds to friends, family, and herself. Expressing remorse. Rod of the Bentley. Her attorney requested a sentence downgrade based on her accountability and efforts. Rendon received the shortest prison sentence recommended by sentencing guidelines. That's crazy that they actually let her get a smaller sentence. She needed to be locked up for real. Like, come on now. If they're giving people 5 to 10 for doing something like this, it must have been a man. Bro. Small Business Administration pandemic relief programs intended to help businesses during COVID-19 lockdowns. I shouldn't have said that. Dang. Hopefully this live doesn't get like, you know what I'm saying, suppressed because I said the word. Economic Injury Disaster Loan and Paycheck Protection Program, part of the CV-19 Aid, Relief, and Economic Security Act. 17% of the 1.2 trillion EIDL and PPP programs were stolen through fraud schemes. But I don't understand, like, they really went for what she said. That's what really shocks me. She stole money. She stole money from people who really deserve it. She stole money from people who really deserve it, and y'all just gonna give her that's basically a slap on the wrist. That's basically a slap on the wrist. African woman. So I mean, and then, you know, if the judge was like a man, you know, she looks good. I mean, I could see how that could be, how it would be, because 7 to 10, ain't no way you stealing money from people who need it, who really need it. It's people like Tego, whatever you call that thing. Really makes me mad, but you know, that's just how I feel about it. I'm gonna move on from that. Let's see what else we got here. So I don't really know. I'm not really sure. Dylan Dennis is really going hard in the paint on Logan Paul's wife and trying to basically expose her. Let me see. What does this say here? It says, if I dropped this pic, it would end the fight and end his engagement. And I know how his name doesn't like really ring bells on YouTube, so I'm gonna just keep it at that. I was trying very hard not to get involved in this, and I'm still staying out of it. But I opened my Twitter inbox and had a message from Dylan, and he's really not lying. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like how? Like, I guess. What is it called? Basically, Logan Paul and Dylan Dennis are supposed to be fighting each other sometime soon or something like that, and this is the way that. Usually, I don't really like trash talking in combat sports if it's not like real. You know what I'm saying? And then even then, I don't like trash talk where like you basically try to like go after somebody's family. I think that at like a certain bay, like, bro, Dylan Dennis, you're not fighting Logan Paul's wife. You're fighting Logan Paul. It's like, bro, keep it at Logan Paul or go like talk about his brother or something like that. But going after somebody who ain't even fighting you, I don't even think that's cool. I think that's less, you know, that's each other soon or whatever. Like, women out of it, bro. Keep women and children out of trash talk in combat sports, bro. Like, chill out on that. That's all I'm saying. But what else we got on Twitter before I move on? Oh yeah, this. I don't know what this is, but I might as well react to it while I'm here. It says Korean drill. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna get on it and see what it is, man. Put the sound up a little bit. I don't know if it's playing. Korean Ice Spice. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, if somebody can take a style and emulate it and make it theirs, I mean, I don't know. I guess it's all right. I don't know. I don't know. Korean Ice Spice, you feel me? But yeah, bro, that's how I feel about it. I wouldn't even if it was a thing where like she got like really big, like salute to her, I guess, right? That's just me. I don't really have a thought about it. That's just how I feel about it. But yeah, we're gonna move on to doing some reactions, man. See what we got going on here. Let's see what we got. What we gonna get into, you feel me? I don't even know what to get into first. Oh yeah. We'll start right here. So, I've always wondered about this Zerka. I don't really know how I feel about him yet, as far as like a creator goes. I don't know how I feel about guy, but this is a video of him and Adam22, and he's basically explaining the N-word, like say nigga multiple times, and I'm just like what it like I've been wondering like who, like what is he, like what is his ethnicity, and this video might explain that.
Where does your N-word past come from? Tell me about it.
These hands. When words
says who did he really just say that no black man finds the N-word offensive? Bro, if you don't get, that's crazy. That's crazy to me. It's crazy that would even come out of your mouth. Like, that's wild to me. That's wild to me, bro.
Let me tell you something. When words hurt you, you're a woman. The only reason men find slurs offensive is because their wives or girlfriends are forcing them for some to be offended. Indian guy, black guy, football team, and Albanian guy. We're saying.
Okay, so he's Albanian. He's not white. He's Albanian. I mean, not that that would matter, but I mean, at the same token, there are, and yeah, I mean, let's keep on going.
And we're saying every slur. You're telling me the boys don't say every slur together. The only
I have some Asian friends, and I'm not calling them the C word.
The only reason.
Exactly. I have Hispanic friends. I'm not going. What is he talking about? What the fuck? He's trolling.
Enough charisma to him. If you're enough
trolling.
of a Paul Wall, then they might let you slide with the N-word for a while.
No.
Now, see, that's different. That's definitely different because there are like non-black people who have grown up around. They're grown up around black people, and of course, yeah, they probably the N-word to somebody that they don't know. That's different. That's different. What Adam just said.
No, check this out. You can sense it. Why I got a 99% approval with World Star, your community, all the black community is you can sense if I hate black people. I was raised by a black Christian family because I'm.
Why? Why did they take you in?
Well, I'm through a refugee welcome house program, so my parents had to do a lot of stuff in Canada.
Sometimes I don't know if I believe.
Are you
the things that you were
serious?
saying.
For real, I don't believe him either.
But again, I was raised by a finger licking good family.
FOS.
And now check it
He's
out.
FOS right now.
Check it out. Let's bet $5,000. I'm not lying, and I can drop it on Twitter. You want to bet 5,000 that I was raised?
No, I have no knowledge about
See, this is what I mean. Is like no one bets money in LA, but everyone goes, "Yo, you're lying." It's like, dude, easy money. And another thing,
I don't trust you to pay up.
why?
I feel like this is a character, and I feel like he's just trying to find a coping way of saying. Like you would never go around somebody in the hood and be saying like, "Come on, bro." You would never be around a sea of black people trying to say that word. Like this is a character, bro.
I don't want white guys saying the N-word is. There's a lot of evil people here that are racist. Low-key, they're racist. Destiny says hard R with white boys playing. You think he has offline black friends? Name one.
I would say he's probably one of the less concerned about that.
He broke his.
people on
He broke
average.
a podcast and a friendship with Trihex.
Matters.
How
That's
level
slur.
does that prove?
Is
The power level of
That's slur.
the power level that liberal media is not my fucking owner, and it'll never be. So if liberal media says don't say SpongeBob, I'll say SpongeBob. Now hold on.
We don't say the N-word not because of the liberal media so much as just because of like the average black person.
You're
that
such a
doesn't wanna
liar.
hear it.
You're such a liar. You've been.
rules and guidelines of saying the N-word has never actually changed, bro. It never actually changed. There are some relaxed, there are some relaxed black people that are like, given the N-word pass, like, given a pass, that unwritten rule of like not saying it just out of respect, like that's never not been there. So I mean, like I said, bro, this is a character. He's trolling. Like, come on, man. Like, I don't think if he was somewhere, I don't think he would be talking like this, like in any respect or regard, honestly.
My way to not say the N-word, even if I'm like saying it.
Black women.
Seems like kind of the conclusion.
I've never in my life, in person, had a black woman not flirt with me after saying it. The reason you can't say it is there's nothing black about you. Why I have the N-word pass is I stole it, so you know I'm black. Number two, look at me. Tall, muscular.
To be around you probably are the
Are you
types
saying hard
who would
R?
want to sleep with you. So that might be actually a good way for you to sort of weed out the ones who wouldn't sleep
Are you
with
saying the ugly gamer hard R word that I don't say, or are you saying just nigga? Which one is bad to you? I don't get it. Both?
I mean, the hard R definitely would attract a different level. Because if
I listen.
I mean, they has turned it in rap music. If you're at a festival or something like that, and I don't know, YG is performing "My Nigga," everybody's saying. I think that whole entire acceptance of everybody, inclusively being able to say the N-word has like considerably like just ruined everything, and that's why it's so okay for like people who are ER or A. I feel like rap music is to blame for that. That's just my opinion on it. Music has really been, I feel like rap music has really been the downfall of that. There used to be an unspoken, like the unspoken rule has never gone anywhere. Just having respect for another race, and not saying nobody says, you know, um, there are still there. It's still an unwritten rule. It never went away. It didn't just go away all of a sudden, you know. But I mean, there are people who are, I guess, in my opinion, whether he's playing a character or not, you know, who's to say? I feel like he's trolling and playing a character. And this way, if he brought himself down to New Orleans and was trying to talk like that, or coming to, I'm gonna be honest with you, going to Dallas trying to talk like that, or coming to Houston trying to talk like that, or going to Compton. I don't think if somebody went to an Arabic neighborhood and started saying slurs, it would go in their favor either.
And I grew up in hip hop clubs for 5 years. We said all of it, bro.
If you were in a public place and you said everybody
academics is the whitest black on. What's black about it? Black people don't have a higher percent chance to go to jail than white.
That's not that doesn't mean you still allowed to say the word though. That don't allow, that doesn't like negate you being able to say the word just because you understand our struggle, bro. Like that like what?
Well, of course they have it harder. Yeah. So when I say black people are linked to jail, I'm saying you're not taking that away from them.
That doesn't make academics less black because he hasn't been to jail.
Academics looks like he fucking plays piano on his off time. Do you really think he's listening to Dirk? Get the fuck out of here. How the fuck you even listen to gangsta?
That's always been how it was. You think people who listen to Eminem are actually going like have to have had a bad relationship with their mother or their father to be who's another extremely like 3-6 Mafia. You think people who listen to 3-6 Mafia are like really trying to go out and do what they said in that music? Like, are you kidding me? Or like what is like, bro, this is crazy. This man's
you went from BMX to rap, and people said someone put you here as a plant. How the fuck did you make the switch from fucking Linkin Park to 50?
The first drug lords that I ever knew in my life were pro BMX riders, and I'm not going to say who.
Black guys?
A lot of people from the East Coast know. We're going to know who I'm talking about. But the first person I ever met in my life who sold, 100. Yes, white boy BMXers can be bad scumbags.
White guys are the most gangster on earth.
You ever seen Goodfellas?
I love that movie.
You got to throw Italians in there, but
no, I'm not talking about mafia. I'm when white people want to do gangster shit and they slam their textbook clothes in the back of the classroom. Lock down that school.
That's why
lock down the school, bro. When white people go gangster, it's too much. They start going into schools and
when
shit.
people act like I just have this obsession with black gangs. It's not true. I'm also interested in Mexican crime.
Oh God.
And okay, this is the thing.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest with you, Adam. I've never seen you. I don't even think you have like any like Asian gangsters on your platform. It's always black gangsters, black crip platform. And yes, that's how it is. That's how people perceive you because of course, the obvious thing is that you're white and they think you're a culture vulture. And then the other thing is like or Bloods because you're in a space which is Los Angeles. That's heavy gang culture. That's what that is. And I feel like you want to represent that, but fail to forget that there are other cultural, and then we're not even factoring in rap music, where it's predominantly black. But I mean, there are other races of people in rap music besides black people. There's also Hispanic people. You do have Hispanic rappers, gang members on your platform. But I mean, I feel like it's just mostly black people.
The Burrito Boys.
I love watching a good white boy crime documentary on YouTube. Okay, because a lot of people really like these murder documentaries, the true crime thing. And I was thinking about it. I'm not really interested where their houses just off in the woods, go up in there, boom, kill an old lady. I'm not really interested in that. It's some sick shit, but it's just not really like that complicated.
It's
Whereas
not, block's
a
different.
bunch of young men coming together to kill their enemies and sell drugs, that I find very interesting. So that is my justification for why I have this predisposition to pay attention to gangs and crime.
Well, most black men who grow up in that, like, oh, how the fuck you want to walk around that neighborhood not paranoid with a strap? You're born into a fucking peace system. Of course you're going to protect yourself. And now people go like, yo, but they're old. Like, you could just go play after school activities. No, you can't. One party, you talk to one girl at the fucking court, and then some gangster wants to kill you. No shit, everyone turns gangster. When I was in the clubs, I was just a fucking nice guy, but I had to go fucking very violent so I could keep going to get a paycheck, right? So it forced me, and people are like, well, why did you choose the club? What the fuck else job am I gonna do if I'm not gonna fight fucking psychopaths? You think I'm gonna fucking... I was only 23-year-old, lighting people up on, cracked down on every fucking drug, steroid, everything.
And you were beating them up?
Fucking destroying them.
Why?
Why? These guys literally sucker punch.
Yeah, you gotta beat them up. You should have a taser or something.
You're not allowed to carry anything.
What about a knife?
You're not allowed to carry shit. You can only wear a bulletproof vest.
Carve them up.
Or a knife.
Haha, you stabbed me. Didn't do anything.
No, your beef days are over. You used to have like gangster beef, didn't you? Someone told me that.
Some would say I still do.
Didn't someone pull a gun on you on the show?
Yeah, that was a crazed fan.
I thought it was like a rapper or something.
Yeah, it was some random fucking kid who would DM me like 10 times trying to get me to listen to his music.
We bring him here so we can go viral, bro. Pull it again.
I saw him.
We'll do that dry snitching shit. I don't give a fuck. You beat him up. What the fuck?
You think I'm gonna get in trouble for?
No, I'm gonna get in trouble for.
I mean, to be completely honest, I mean, if he hasn't gotten in trouble for anything yet, I mean, he has less of a chance of getting in trouble now.
Staying with you now
For beating up a kid who tried to point a gun in my face and break into my store. You think I'm gonna get in trouble for that? Like
Yeah,
5 years later.
because you found him.
So?
She's just walking, and then you just.
But then you want to know the crazy experience I had is that they called me and they asked me to go to court to basically snitch on him, which I was happy to do because I am not.
You didn't even get hurt.
You want to know who told me to? Was Logan Paul. He told me that he had a stalker who broke into his house
Like,
once.
what else?
And he
What
didn't
else
file
would he
charges,
be
and the
doing?
guy did it 10 more times. So I was like, all right, I'm tattling.
Logan got violated like that.
Well, he's big famous. I
thought I thought he can fight. Hey, check this out. I don't do John Zerka, the brand. I'm not Andrew Tate trying to look cool, make shit up. Everything I say is the truth.
Yeah, okay. Anyways, that was crazy. The whole justification of him saying the reason actually hilarious. You know, it's like on one hand you can't even be mad at him like for saying it, but on the other hand it's like, bro, it would be a serious issue. He talking about, oh, I worked in hip hop clubs for a long time. Who cares about you working in a hip hop club? It's just like there's a respect factor somewhere. Like, you're gonna be okay with that, bro? You gonna be all right with that? They all saying racial slurs to each other. No, they're not saying it out loud. They thinking it. I'll give you that. They're thinking it, but I don't think on a regular day, a black person, a Hispanic person, a white person, a Asian, everybody about to start fighting, because it's like, or if it's in a setting of like, maybe all those people that are like comedians or something like that. That's the only time I would ever think something like that would be happening, because in real life it'd be fights. It's a character. But yeah, moving on. Let me see here. What we got here? First, no wait. I want to react to this right here. Arabic women are leaving their racist culture to be who is Arabic, in fact. And now getting into this. This is pretty interesting to me. Let me see what this is talking about.
It is Wild Wednesday, and I'm going to get wild and offensive with my videos because I think it's time somebody digs deep into our or abroad. And just like we saw among westernized countries like America, when the women became independent is when the family structures collapsed. They collapsed to the point where now women are waking up and saying, you know what? I want a home again. I want my kids to have a healthy home. Well, the Middle Easterns are not there. We are at the point where we are collapsing because not only are women independent, the men cannot keep up. What is happening with our women? We went from a point where Arab men used to tell each other, marry her young, مشان تربيها على إيدك, so you can raise her your way, which is not right either. Come to find out, المرأة ما بتتربى. You cannot raise a woman because we get to a point where we know what we want. And did you guys know that 70% of divorces are initiated by women? And of those women, 90% of them are college educated. Are they sick of the abuse and they want out because they know they can support themselves? Or do they no longer want to make the sacrifice for their marriage? Let's talk about it.
You know, all the Latino who tell their daughters not to date black guys or their sons
Facts.
not to date black girls,
Facts.
they have the most problems in their relationships. That's right. That's the reason why they have to be racist, to try and keep their daughters or their sons.
Anyway, I'm Nigerian if you didn't already know. And that's encouraged. That's well encouraged in my heritage as well. Marry a Nigerian woman, you know, they don't want to see you with an American woman, let alone a black American woman, or cultures outside of America.
Truly desires and wants to be with. If not, why would you have to teach them to be like that? If you didn't think they would sleep with a black guy, why do you have to teach them or train them to be racist? You're doing that out of fear. So that's what you must understand. That.
And then when it's time to explore, they come to find out that they're gonna be in love with an Arabic woman. An Arabic woman is gonna end up marrying a Asian man or a black man or a white man. You know, because but to abstain from anything that's outside of their race.
Really want to date a black guy or a black female.
You know what I hear a lot of Middle Eastern guys saying these days? They're like, I don't want to marry an Arabic girl because I have to pay for the wedding, and then she wants a wedding planner. She's going to spend hours explaining to the wedding planner what she wants when she can just call the florist and send her a picture off of Pinterest and it's done. Then she wants me to buy the house that she wants me to hire an interior decorator for when she's a professional shopper and she's in the same stores that the interior decorator is going to be at anyways. But anyways, she earned it. She paid for it. Why do I need an Arabic girl? And on top of the Arabic girl is going to bring me, her mother and her sisters are going to be at my house all day, but then my parents are never going to be in my house because it's not comfortable for her. Your mom is too opinionated, but her mom's not opinionated. Makes sense, right?
You see, now, another thing you must understand about dating Arabs is that they are used to being, they're not sticking around. You know, and that's why other groups of people, they focus so much on not supporting black businesses. And they don't want black men to have money. They like to see you in poverty. Because like that, you won't be able to take their women. You understand? Wow. That's why they don't support black businesses. But Arabs, they like guys with money. They want to be spoiled. Just like Asian, white. You know, these other...
Arab and brown women are reaching out and they're trying to find black men. And I say black men are kind. They're very secure in their masculinity. They're also gentle. They're also not like I see this a lot in the Arab community because they grew up in it. Men get very shy that their women are out there, or their women work, or their woman does something. And black men are very chill and secure about it, like black men. So do yourself a favor, ladies. Find yourself a black man.
Almost forgetting about the fact that, like, if you're going to go deal with an Arab woman, you're dealing with the family too, and you know the daddy is gonna be racist as hell. Mom probably gonna be racist as hell. They probably gonna be talking in their language. That type of stress. I mean, even if, you know, the Arab woman, you know, has evolved in her thinking and wants to actually be with a black man, it's like the family ain't with it. Sister probably, if she got sisters or brothers, they probably, you know what I'm saying, they probably thinking the way mama and daddy do. You know, so that's just something to think about if you ever are in a predicament where, and that's not, that doesn't even just females. That applies to Arab men too. Arab men, African women, African men, Asian women, Asian men. That sort of thinking is across the board. Like, is it just like TikTok?
In America is $2,000.
All right, I'm tripping.
You should leave America. Did you know that a 2-bedroom apartment in the hood in America is $2,000? When you live in the hood, it's so freaking exciting. Like, yes, when you live in the hood, it's so freaking exciting. Like yesterday, my neighbor accused me of breaking into her car. And I was like, wow, she thinks I could break into her car? I'm belonging.
Cookie, there's someone staring at me.
Who's staring at you?
That one.
Who? Clarify something real quick. For all you racist Latinos, Arabs, and Indians who have something to say about these videos, and you think I'm making these videos because I'm upset, because I'm trying to get black men to get with non-black females, and you're saying that I think you're racist because you don't approve. Right, you damn right I'm upset. Yeah, I am, yes.
A lot of Arab and brown Muslim women always reach out to me and ask me, how do I tell my parents
I think I actually
about the
follow
black
this
man
girl
that
on
I'm
TikTok,
interested in?
actually.
There's a lot
I
of
follow
Muslim
her.
women out there that
I
are
think
Arab
I
and
do.
brown, and they don't know how to come and talk to their parents about the man that they're interested in, simply because kind of is fine. But like what? How are they even determining the value of a man? By his skin color? That's not Islam. So if you're having trouble for yourself, there's nowhere that says you need to obey your parents if they are straight out doing something that is un-Islamic. And preventing you from marrying a Muslim man just because of his skin color is un-Islamic. So shut that down, respectfully say no, and do your thing.
At the moment, it is the African's decade.
Yeah, it is. You know,
African's decade. Yeah, it is. You're not winning right now. Bro, there's not one Arab girl that's not married to a black guy. Wallah. Yeah, we're moving in. We're moving in.
Now listen up here and pay attention closely. And her affection for black men, she's a real Arab female, okay? So most likely she will marry herself a black man.
Ask Petty Tupac. I made this post and some people disagree. I'll read it to you. Okay, black men who associate with more Arab women do better than other black men because we provide something black women can't. Want praise for being wild and ratchet, and we have real hair. No offense, but it's the truth.
Hey, yo.
Like, I don't know.
Hey, yo.
Someone please explain.
That's crazy.
Y'all don't even know how awful.
I don't know. To me, I don't necessarily think it, I don't think it's hard. I don't necessarily think, you're doomed if you're a man and you're trying to find a woman who you want to like be in a relationship with in America. A lot of weeding through the bad, just a mother type of deal. I don't necessarily. I don't wholeheartedly believe that all hope is lost in America. Because I mean, you could go to another country and just get scammed in another country,
Families, it's insane. When I was younger, we were told that if any of our siblings got married to a black person, that we were going to be disowned for life.
So you heard it from the horse's mouth. An Arab girl, she said they will be disowned if they was to marry your guts. They're the same like these racist Latinos. They can't stand you. I haven't been to an Arab or Latino corner store in damn near 5 years because I don't want to give them my money.
Talk shit about by all the aunties. Meanwhile, their 70-year-old husband is looking for his third wife. Like, come on now.
Because racism is still very much alive in the Muslim Ummah. Racism has not been eradicated. In fact, the only people that don't face racism in the Muslim Ummah are people that have the skin color like me or lighter. Brown Muslims don't face them from brown Muslims, so we gotta believe them. And number one, we need to.
That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy. But yeah, just in my opinion on that video, I mean, it just proves that, first of all, the speaker in the video, the guy, your race and everything like that. But it shouldn't come at the cost of like maybe it shouldn't be out of like hate. It should just be out of like evolved thinking that an Arab person and a black American man can be, an Arab woman and a black American like rule stuff like that out, because just because I was raised a certain way doesn't mean just because I was told when I was, that's just the truth of it all, in my opinion. But moving on. Let's see here. Get past that one. Just to keep on going. This is One Secret Boy. Let's just get this one going. Let's see how this go.
I am a girl.
I am a girl.
I am a girl. I am a girl.
I am a girl.
I am a girl. I am a girl.
I'm Claire. I'm from Huntington.
I'm Mia. I'm 19 and I'm from Pasadena, California.
Let me fix this. I just noticed something. I kind of want to go back real quick. Hold on. Y'all just give me a second. I literally just noticed something. Hold on. Literally just. Keep it right there. Let me go back real quick. Go right back real quick. Hold on.
I am a girl.
I am a girl.
I am a girl.
In the beginning of that, they all sounded like women. All 7 people sounded like women, and it's 7 people. So why does all 7 of them sound like girls? Dude in the middle must sound like a girl or something like that. That's crazy.
Claire, I'm from Huntington Beach, and I'm 24.
I'm Hania, I'm 26.
I'm 19, and I'm from Culver City, California.
I'm Casey. I'm 18, and I'm from Los Angeles, California. My name is Natalie, but
Oh my God. Hey yo. Oh my God. Bro really sounds like a girl. Bro really sounds like a girl. That's crazy. What the hell? That's crazy.
you can call me Nat. I am from Washington. I recently moved here for work, but yeah.
For the most part, my technique coming in was
Hey,
like a more masculine
yo.
take on it, because if I was too girly, then it would be too obvious.
What's everyone wearing?
I'm in some Sambas, black
That's
jeans,
crazy.
and like a light green.
And then he could go back to his regular voice. That's
Wearing
crazy.
Levi's,
Like, what's everyone's shoe size?
Ooh, I'm a size 10.
10?
Yeah, 10 in women's.
How tall
and
are
men,
you?
5'10".
Oh, yeah, so that makes sense.
I'm a short girly. I'm 4'11" without these heels on.
6 foot, and I have a shoe size of 9. So I like how we all just started sharing our height.
Bro, that is crazy.
Can I ask you guys something?
Yeah.
What's like your biggest insecurity?
Ooh, good question.
Hard hitting. I was suspicious of Hania at first, just because she seemed to be asking a lot of the questions and having a large role in the discussion.
I got a big old forehead.
Y'all know what they say about them women's with them big foreheads. You feel what I'm saying? Women with them big foreheads. Yeah. Women with big foreheads for the win. You feel what I'm saying? Back to the video.
Laughing was so yeah, I was trying my best.
I think the biggest thing for me is acne. I have it on my face and my back, and it's pretty bad, especially when I want to go to the beach. So it can be pretty annoying.
I have another question. What's your like usual go-to style?
For me, I think I would say like an urban, like comfy style. I'm not super fancy as a person, so yeah, I'd say urban comfy. Whatever's currently in style, I try to stick to that.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. I mean, I try to keep mine just like timeless, wearing timeless like pieces that like keeping it timeless.
Very practical.
I'm wearing a tank top right now, so it works out.
What did you guys want to be when like you were a little girl?
I really wanted to be a veterinarian.
I'm
I really
wearing
love.
Yeah,
I love
he's
that.
adorable.
I assembled like a speech for
Bro, that's
certain questions,
crazy.
but there were certain questions that were just completely off what they were like off the page. Like the horses thing, I just jumped in as soon as I could. I'm like, yeah, I have horses. I don't have horses.
For me, I've always wanted to be like a singer or songwriter. So that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, sure, that'd be awesome.
Casey's voice is kind of high, so it did make me a little suspect. I'm like, she
How
kind
are
of
they
sounds like
not
a princess
suspecting
from a Disney
him?
movie, and that doesn't just
Bro, that's
happen. I wanted to
crazy.
be an obstetrician gynecologist.
Oh.
And then I got to UCLA and took chemistry. And I was like, oh, we gonna switch that around to something else.
Were you pre-med?
Yeah, I was like biochem. I was like, oh, absolutely not. I'm a stand-up comedian now, though. That's completely different than where we started.
believe
It was
her.
almost like when you know somebody's lying because they explain too much. That's what it was like. Okay,
Oh, 'cause she
planned
talked
this
too much.
script out pretty well. So did you guys go to school, like college or anything?
The shade.
TCI or fine.
I graduated from like a small little school in Boston. It's called LaSalle, but it's not really well known. But yeah, so I was over there for 4 years, and then this is like my first full year being back. Yeah. Oh.
Hey, do you think I'm gonna win this episode? Be sure.
Wait.
That's
Hey,
crazy.
do you think I'm gonna win this episode? Be sure to like and subscribe, and let's get back to the video.
Actually, a three-way tie.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we don't trust each other.
We will just move on to round 2 with all of them.
I have the first question.
All right, go ahead.
What was you guys' first period like?
I was just gonna ask.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, we got to get down to the nitty-gritty
So-
now.
For me, I knew what was going on because I read like the American Girl doll books and everything. Yeah, I was kind of behind everybody else, so I knew it was gonna come.
I wonder what
soon,
his
so-
answer is gonna be.
I was in the 6th grade bathroom and I was freaking out and my
that's
friends were
crazy,
outside.
bro.
So when I got home, I told my mom and she just like shoved me a pad and said, hey, try that, like put this on and then here. She
Blah.
never, I don't know, it's like maybe it's an Asian thing. She's just never talked to me about it.
I think I was in
Yuck.
7th grade. I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
No idea about anything involving periods or anything like that, so I just went with it.
Name something really specific that only a girl would get. Like specific. Don't just say pad.
I have really insane cramps, so
Uh-oh,
I have
he's
Midol on
done.
me at all times.
He's
Okay,
outta
that's
here.
specific. Midol.
At
He
all
might be
times
outta
I
here,
have to
y'all.
have it.
How do you know your period? Like, how
He
do you
might
know
be
when your
outta here.
period's coming? Well, I started birth control, and like it's really screwed me up. Like I started the Nexplanon, so that's something another girl might
Specific.
know.
That's specific.
Has anybody had any like scary experiences that they associate with being a woman?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
100%. It's really disgusting, kind of what happens when you're just existing as a woman. One time at a college party, a guy talked to me for like 2 seconds. You're a whore, you say no as a woman, you're a prude. If you're somewhere in between, people still find a way to hate you.
Yeah.
So
Preach to him.
Yeah.
So true. I would say like the hypervigilance required to like go places by yourself.
Yeah,
And the little things we do that I don't know if everyone knows we do. Like, oh, let me just pretend that I'm playing music in my ears and ain't no music playing.
Let me just go on the
Let
weather
me just
app.
look down on my phone. Ain't nobody even tell me. The screen be black. It becomes normal, but
anyone, or like if you want to share.
Hard to be able to volunteer myself publicly, and I'm proud of myself. I've experienced sexual assault, and I think it does have a very, like, it hawks your growth as far as what you feel you should be mentally as a woman. But there's a lot of emotional and spiritual things that you have to do in order to fully evolve to even volunteer yourself as Tribune to say that, acknowledge that.
The word survivor also is kind of like iffy for me, because I feel like, oh, I survived that. Like, you know, like it's almost like I'm pitying myself. I don't know. I don't even know what to call.
I made it past one round. That's what I came in here to do.
How about
today.
that?
I'm actually happy.
He's done.
That I was the first one.
He's out of here.
Yeah.
Okay, to go a little bit deeper, because I need to figure out who the mole is.
go deep.
How do you
Let's
guys
get
feel about abortion?
Oh.
Oh
I feel
boy,
like I would
he wouldn't have made
probably
it.
pro-life for myself.
Nah, he wouldn't have made it, man.
I don't know. It's scary to go through just a medical procedure.
If you don't want to do it, you don't want to do it. If you do want to get an abortion, like you do, like it's fine. Like that's the whole point of pro-choice, I feel like.
And the government should be the ones deciding. So
Exactly. Who's like a good like role model that you have, like a woman role model?
Blows my mind. It truly flabbergasts me, the things that moms do, and they make it seem like it's slight work.
My go-to person is my dad. Like, he is everything to me, and he has taught me what it is to be an upstanding person in society and to respect everyone. So I just,
Yeah, good thing he left when he did. He wouldn't have made it. He wouldn't have made it here. She like, wait a minute, what?
Raise your hand. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, I'm suspicious of somebody,
Okay,
and
go
I
for
have
it.
a reason. Hania?
The shade.
I mentioned that I am a survivor of assault.
Ooh.
So abortion usually gets me really choked up. I feel like it's my body and it's my choice. So the whole conversation, when I debate about it, it does get me a little triggered. So I usually refrain from heavily like impactful, like my opinion of what I have to say about it. Yeah, the underwire.
Oh,
in your
the
bra.
underwire. I thought you meant something else, because that's like on both cups.
What's something that like you wish you didn't experience as a woman, or like?
I'm gonna go boob sweat.
Ooh.
When Hania asked the question about underwire on the bra, I didn't know the answers. I was like, okay, they're gonna vote me out. I knew it.
I'm going to count to 3, and if you want to keep playing because you think the mole is still in the box, you will raise your hand. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, you know,
Say.
we'll come a little closer and we'll tell you. It's self-love. And what's so great is that everyone can experience it. Explore.
Using Coke. Thank you to Lilo for sponsoring.
Fill in the box, and it would. 3. Box turn 3.
Oh, this is about to be funny.
No, honestly, it's a weird experience, but no, it starts to be it's cool. It goes 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Like Camp Rock. So when I opened my eyes and saw Zac Efron, I was like, okay, you got me. Like, I really feel like I've been bamboozled.
I do a YouTube channel, and so I used to do like Omegle content, and then I
What?
went to like, some gaming stuff.
I believe that he did. I was just about to say that. Omegle, he probably be scamming on the low key. He probably be scamming on the name from the angry, what is it, angry dad videos or whatever. It's Tiffy. I think that's dude's name. He has like the girlish voice, and he was like, "Daddy, chill." Shit's crazy, bro. It's hilarious. But yeah, that's the end of this. I don't know where I want to take it. That was a decent video. Let's see here. Let me see. I got like 30 minutes. 30 minutes here, so we gotta make this one count. Let me see. Should I do Mika Worldwide? He going through Houston, but that's like an hour. This is like 40 minutes. He's on the one on Lil Yachty. How Lil Yachty escaped the 1985 effect.
Lil Yachty one of the strangest artists in the game, but not in the regular way. People done looked at his music in so many different ways, from being hated as an artist to being loved by the world. Not be influenced by some music. Atlanta, one of, if not the biggest music capital in the country right now. A lot of the most listened to artists today are from Atlanta or that area. Future, Cardi, 21 Savage, Andre 3000. I promise you, I can keep going. But back in 2015, Boat graduated from high school. He made a crazy move. He moved from Atlanta to New York. He felt like going there right in the same year. But
boy was scamming.
Ain't last too long, because at the end of the year, he finally got his break. So, last few days of 2015, YouTuber Sensei Lay Fox dropped the skit with Lil Yachty's song went viral. And it was like, Yachty's success was immediate. The song started blowing up. I'm talking about, this was one of them songs you could not get away from. Every time you turned the radio on, every time you got on social media, you was gonna hear one night. But this song blowing up came with its own problem. So, yeah, it might have went viral, but the actual song wasn't nothing crazy.
By the way, I didn't like Lil Yachty when he first came out. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't start liking his music until, I ain't gonna lie to you, once he got to like the Michigan Boat Boy project, that's probably when I started liking his music. Beforehand, I would not messing with it. There's probably like maybe one song that I liked from him, and that was probably what was it, the Cold Like Minnesota? Cold Like Minnesota. That's probably like the only song I liked from him. Cold Like Minnesota, and I think what's the name of that song? Peekaboo. That's probably the only other song I liked from Childish, to be honest with you.
Well, I really be honest. I like the music, but I can't listen to it. And a lot of people realized that, and they was calling it nursery rhyme music, all that. A lot of the hip-hop game basically put Yachty as the face of mumble rap, but Yachty ain't caring. He kept dropping his music, and in February of 2016.
That song, too, I actually like that song.
At this point, bro going up fast. You see how fast he going up. He just got in the game a couple months ago, already got a number 5 single. He kept his momentum going, though, because June 2016 came around. Bro became an XXL freshman on the most iconic list of all time. It ain't no argument at this point. I seen y'all try to have arguments in my other videos.
Hold
up.
up.
I'm not saying it's the best list, but...
No. People, there's like maybe, let me see here. Savage, Uzi, Yachty, Kodak, and probably G Herbo. That's still relevant from the list. Everybody else, Designer, I'm sorry, Dave East. Bro, are you kidding me? This is not, nah. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that whatsoever.
To all time. It ain't no argument at this point. I seen y'all try to have arguments in my other videos. It ain't no argument. I'm not saying it's the best list, but what list is more iconic than that? But right around this time, he ended up signing.
I could name, if I really did some digging, I'd probably find a better list.
Where I want to be. QC, the label, it's official. Then after this, he dropped this So Many Songs 2 tape, but eventually, some old tweets got discovered. So at this time, old heads and a lot of the game was still hating on bro. So when these tweets came out, he made it all worse. Back in 2011, he was tweeting saying FJ Cole.
And was saying he didn't like Biggie and all that other stuff. I didn't really respect that either.
What's crazy, I feel like they was trying to find more reasons to hate bro. But he did start to get some backlash and ended up coming out with a statement. Back in the day, I was heavy on saying FJ Cole. I don't know why. His music just too lyrical. First of all, this from 2011. I was in 10th. I had no issues with Cole or his music, but Boat was still on his, I'm not with the lyrical music.
Still don't understand. I still don't understand that period in time where people was just saying FJ Cole. I'm thinking this is a Lil Pump who started that. That's just me. I think that's what it was. Lil Pump with the whole FJ Cole movement. I don't think he started the movement, but I think he like expanded it. That's just my opinion on it.
Wait, I think the fame and success go back to me making it so quick. I don't feel no different. I still feel like the same kid. Like I try to describe it, but I really don't know how this happened. It's just fun. It ain't serious. I hate serious. The new Nas. Yachty ain't like that. He responded saying, I don't want to be Nas, I just want to be rich. But I love this tweet for the simple fact of how mad it will make old people. But Ebro responded to this tweet. The troll is a part of who these new rappers are. I wish bars, great music was still there too.
That's not even his
God, I was waiting on you, GPA.
The new Nas, which I don't agree with either. That's not even his fault.
Get coffee this morning. Boat was still going though. A few days later, he came out saying he couldn't name 5 Pac or Biggie songs. And this had more people looking at him crazy. And another artist, just because everybody else does. Or like I had to know something. What a handbook in hip hop that say you gotta know this list of songs to make music. And Boat not wrong. I don't see a lot of people acting like this today, but for him to say that back then was probably so crazy. And after this,
arguably 2 of the biggest artists in hip hop ever that are always mentioned. How do you not at least know a song or even at least know who they are? Like, come on now. Rap music just don't fall. Rap music is not something that just fell out of the sky yesterday. Like the style of rap before you even came into the game or even knew what rap music was. Like, come on. That he was just trolling back then.
lot of people started coming out saying he ain't mess with bro or approve of. Like producer Pete Rock came out basically saying Yachty was trash.
I remember.
And Yachty took his Pete
Rock
as his
was
personal
dissing all the
person.
new
I don't
rap
like his
people,
music
though.
either. So it's not F you, it's bless you. Because at the end of the day, what we doing over here, not gonna stop growing because some old head don't like it. The world will continue to spin. 2016 was really like the height of two generations clash. The new melodic music style and the classic rap. Everybody was going back and forth. 21st. I don't know how to accept change. They old and washed up. I said it. Now look, the old and washed up part don't got nothing to do with me, but it is facts.
I ain't gonna lie. He's right about that. Wrong execution of words, but right in the sentiments that he was saying. Because rap music is always gonna be a young man generation in the new generation of music about old rap versus new rap. You know, it's always all of the people who are pioneering rap music right now, they're gonna get old one day. And then people are gonna say, oh, this person's old and they're dusty and they're lame and don't nobody listen to Lil Yachty, don't nobody listen to 21 Savage, don't nobody listen to Kodak Black, No Man's Game.
Is a lot of the older hip hop crowd really ain't with change. People heard rap game changing and people did not like it. And at this time, hip hop was just going to war with itself. Instead of the older crowd being happy that more black men was becoming millionaires and making money, signing deals, doing what they love, they turned it into hate. But right around this time, it turned away from old heads dissing bro at India Love. But keep in mind, she's still messing with Bo. And him and Soulja was supposed to be cool. So Bo started feeling some type of way and hit him up. Yo, G, you wilding on the gram, India, my shorty. I mess with you, but you know you gotta take that damn. But Soulja being Soulja Boy and being on bad time, and he said this back. I can't tell. You want beef? He kept going on. I snatched them beads out your head. Tell her how to pull up on me. I'ma beat him. But right when there was beef,
Soulja Boy is such
the whole crowd screaming.
Is the biggest Soulja dog Boy. Barker.
But after this whole situation, he would drop his next tape. But this wouldn't get the love he thought it would. And this was really a bad point in his career. This where people started looking at Lil Yachty like he was terrible. He dropped Teenage Emotions. And when I say the world was hating, it was bad. One album review had this to say, terrible album. The majority of the tracks on this LP are unlistenable and very corny, especially the track Lady in Yellow, which got to be Yachty's worst song today. Other terrible cuts in this project include Wannabe 80s Pop.
Right, that's all it
course
was,
on
man.
Forever Young. This LP also features the infamous cello line on the song Peekaboo. And if you don't know what they talking about, basically it was a whole meme back then. Everybody was trolling Lil Yachty because in the song he was talking about she blow my pipe like a cello. And the cello ain't an instrument you blow into. But the rest of the review said if this was my debut LP, these songs was different. Take Boom and Ugly Guy, barely any auto-tune, and he was really rapping on there. Or NBA Youngbo, another song with barely any auto-tune, and that pretty much go for that whole project. He really took a step back. Emotions, which people was calling the worst album of the year. Lil Bo 2 was filled with hit after hit. Then he turned around in the same year, dropped another project that was decent, nothing to prove. Sales-wise, it ain't do too good. Lil Bo 2 sold 64K first week, and this project sold 40 first week. Yeah, the music might have got better, but it ain't really converting the sales for real. As time went on,
why do people care about numbers? If you like the artist,
got made worse in 2019 when he
them.
got into some controversy. So Bad Baby birthday came around, and she was turning 16, and Lil Yachty was the one who put her whole birthday party together, and even dropped over 50 racks on the chain for it, and posted a picture with this caption: happy birthday to my baby sister. I love you like you was my siblings by spirit. See you in a few, kid. But Twitter ain't like this. They started coming at bro, accusing him of trying to be cool with her, so he could pipe when she turned 18 and all that. He responded, you niggas, wow, I have a blood baby sister who was 15 and turned 16 in June. Y'all weird. But after this, Bo ain't dropping another full tape for the rest of 20. Take any song he dropped,
Lil Yachty
this song came out, and the world forgot about it by the next week. And this ain't going unnoticed. News pages was posting about it, blogs was talking about it, and the song debuted at number 89. A song 2 years since he dropped the project. And when he announced it, people was wondering. They wondered if it was gonna be Future, Playboy Cardi, Dirt, Lil Baby, everybody. Even though the sales was okay, the music itself was still improving. But later on during the same year, he was back in the spotlight. He dropped the freestyle Coffin that went Yachty, a sales artist. I just feel like he got his fan base, and they
got a cult fan base. That's really what it is.
And how he interact with them. For example, on some years he'll drop an EP on his birthday for the fan ain't sell too crazy, but the music itself was good. Michigan boy Bo, he tapped in with all these Michigan rappers. And
there we go. That's when I started listening.
And that project only sold 15K.
That's when I started listening.
I think the biggest thing about this whole project was just how he showed love to a whole state that he ain't
that's
even
what I
got.
Everybody in that's what I gained respect for him.
After this, he ain't dropped Make
and then the
I dropped the one, but at the end of the year, he dropped a song that would bring right back into the spotlight. This one song had the whole world looking at him again after people started to forget about him musically. his song Polling got leaked. Basically, some
Yeah.
hackers extorted, forced him, and this was really the turning point for him in the past year. Sales-wise, it sold 36K, but the world respected how good it was. And I'm not gonna lie, this is one of my favorite albums from this year. It was something different, and it was different and good. Not different and trash like some of these other people. Sometimes people be trying to give excuses. Oh, they did a different type of music. Okay, they did it different in his ass. Bo did it different, and
Bro,
it's
he
good.
just
Then
dropped
the music
music,
videos
that's
he
it.
dropped with him was crazy. After this
He
video,
just be
you gotta
dropping
watch his
music,
music
bro.
video go viral. Strike. Fans was begging for this song for
You know what I'm saying?
months, and when he dropped it, people loved it. Over the past few years, Yachty's career been in so many different spots.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, honestly, you know, he's not he doesn't seem like a person who cares about too much. He just be dropping, you know what I'm saying? When he drop, put your ear to the street and these internet streets and see if it's good. You know, that's really what it
Even
is.
earlier this year, he came out with a statement on being labeled as a mumble rapper. Not even just a statement like a whole, just because I wanted to be taken serious as an artist. Not just some mumble rapper, not some guy that just made one hit. I wanted to be taken serious because music is like everything to me. I respect all walks of music, not just as an art form. I want to be considered as an artist, always follow up with them making something from another genre. It ain't about respecting rap. It's about being respected. It's more than a rap. I create music and more than just that lane. But he really came back and changed his music for the better. And changed the world whole perspective on it. I think Bo finally getting the respect.
I don't know. He just doesn't want his limelight to die. And first, you know, like, I just feel like sometimes he just be trolling too much and he want flowers for things that, like, he shouldn't be getting. Take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your night. And I'm gone. Y'all take it easy, bro.